And action.
And we are lucky enough to have two guest mentors and judges with us tonight. So I'm going to kick off the show with one of the most angelic and beautiful voices in all of London. Are you ready? Really good, and give a massive round of applause as we welcome to the stage Silver Summers!
Moves like she don't care. Smells.
You know, I have always wanted to be a drag queen.
Did you now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why haven't you done it then?
That's what my parents would say.
Why is that, Chris?
I don't know.
You know, my parents never accepted that I was gay. It hasn't stopped me, has it? Come on.
I met someone, I met a guy when I was on a bus on the way to an audition in London, and this guy came and sat beside me, and I didn't want him to sit there. There were so many empty spaces, but he came and sat there, so it was kind of obvious that he was interested.
Hi.
He asked me if I was gay literally within 3 seconds, and I was like, no, how dare you? But then I guess he noticed my iPod had Kylie and Steps and stuff on it, so it was a bit of a giveaway.
What the hell? Happy anniversary.
Voila.
This is literally the gayest way of having breakfast in bed I can imagine.
So I took that risk and moved in with him, told my mum and dad that he was a girl that I met on the bus, and that I was moving in with this girl called Sherelle. Sherelle. Where does that come from? When he's really called Andy.
Cheers.
I love you.
Love you too.
You okay, babe?
Yeah. So I was thinking, you know how you have to be out of your flat soon? I thought maybe you might want to move in here.
Stop it, babe.
I hope this isn't too much for my mum.
They came down once, and I asked him to keep his door shut because he had posters of like Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff all over his room, and I was like, unless you've got a girlfriend who's living there with you, it's going to be kind of obvious. But my mum saw in his room, and I guess when I went home for Christmas, she just asked me outright. She just went like, so that guy that you live with, Andy, has posters up on his wall of guys. And I was like, yeah, that's his girlfriend's posters, Mum, so don't ask any more questions. And she was like, oh, that's all right, because I thought it was because he liked them, and that probably means he's gay, and you know, that's all right with me. And if it was the same with you, then that would be all right with me. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I wouldn't care. And I think like this kind of weird emotion just builds up in you, and you're not even able to talk, like your throat completely closes up. And then like I just started crying, and I think that was a giveaway.
So Mum, I've got a surprise for you. I want to take you somewhere tonight.
Sounds great.
It's a drag show. It's my first drag show.
Your what?
It's my first drag show.
I don't want to see it.
A few years ago, I was working as an events manager, and they asked me to put on something that had never happened in this particular venue before. And the only thing that I could come up with was drag, really, because it was like not typical, it wasn't gay, which is where most drag takes place, in a gay-friendly venue. And there was a performance, and we got a makeup artist in and everything, and at the last minute, she was like, wait a minute, there was supposed to be 5 boys and 5 girls dressed up, and there was only 5 girls and 4 boys. And it was like a girl band performance that we'd all planned and choreographed and everything. And she was like, you're gonna have to do it. And I was like, are you serious? No, I'm not doing that. I'm planning the event. I have to be here for this, blah, blah. And she was literally just like, sit down, and shaved me and just started doing the makeup. I was like, oh my God. And I literally did not want to do it because I was so stressed about the night. But, you know, it happened. And then I had to try and squeeze into whatever outfit was left lying around and everything, and whatever wig. And then I just came out, and it was like, everybody was like, kind of shocked and encouraged me to do it. And I had a lot of fun, like, let's be honest, like, it was really fun.
Chris? Chris?
I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have kicked her out. I was just so angry.
Can't believe you kicked my mum out.
You know I love you, yes? And you know I believe in you? And I still think you need to do this. I think it's really important that you do this.
I did a photo shoot in Glasgow, which my dad was in the house when I was getting ready for it. And it was like the most nervous thing ever. I was like doing my makeup, like shaking. And I came downstairs, and he came in the door from work, and I was there in full drag as Silva. And he just went, oh, and like walked away. I was going to do the performance in Scotland. I invited him, but he just never came. And it was horrible. It really hurt. Like, I wanted him to come so much. And I never thought for a second that he wouldn't. It's been, I think, about a year since that. And then I did another performance in Glasgow, which he just decided to come to. And let me put it like this, in basic steps. This is kitchen table talk now, okay? It's basically like, the one that I set up for him to see was way more palatable. I was wearing a nice gown, and it was in a place where it wasn't typically gay. It wasn't a gay place, it was a straight place, let's just say, or mixed or whatever. It was like a sit-down thing where he was gonna watch me. But he decided to come to the gay club, which was packed out with people who were there to see proper drag. And I was performing in one of my girl bands that I'm in called the Buffalo Girls, where we wear next to nothing. So he couldn't have entered at a worse or more daring venue and experience, but he loved it. Like, it went so well. Like, he was even getting chatted up by guys and laughing about it. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, why have we been so fussed about all this time when it didn't matter?
If you need some water, it's just behind your mirror.
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.